You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and welcome to a little video that I've put together to have a look at the final batch of winter transfers. EA released them this morning, so they're all in packs now. Go out and open packs, see if you can get some of them. There's a list of 350 plus players. I'll put that down in the description. I've picked out a handful to have a look at. We'll be here all day if we looked at every single one. I've just picked out some of the more interesting ones to have a look at, and I hope you guys agree. Now before we get into it, if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go check out FUTcoinking.com. Their link will be down in the description. A fast, cheap and reliable coin service. Use code CAP5 at checkout for a discount. So let's dive in with our first player, and it's going to be Alexandre Pato. Now he hasn't changed leagues. He's actually moved to Sao Paulo, so he's still in the same league. He's moved from Corinthians. But what's quite interesting is the second player we're going to look at is Johnston, and he's moved from Sao Paulo to Corinthians. So it's gone the other way round, those two swapping over. Both very popular players in that league. There's only a handful of gold players, like maybe 6 or 7 different gold players, and these two are two of the ones that have moved and are the most interesting. So I thought I'd pick them out. Obviously Johnston has that 5-star skills, and what's cool about it now is that well, you can use either of them, either Sao Paulo versions or the Corinthian versions, and get a perfect chemistry link between Pato and Johnston, which I'm sure a lot of people will want to do to have that 5-star skills with that dangerous striker up top. Okay, next up we have Hennessey. So you can see here he has actually moved to Crystal Palace. He had 2 cards prior to that, and it's quite interesting to see a new BPL goalkeeper being out there, and I'm sure that you guys are going to want to go and try him out. Now next up we've got Obina. He's in the Russian league. Well, he was in the Russian league. He's no longer in the Russian league. He's actually in Serie A, and he is a very dangerous player. You can see there he has 88 pace, which is absolutely lightning quick. I'm sure that people will want to pick him up for their Serie A silver teams, so another one that was a good one to have a look at. Next up we got a player that hasn't moved leagues, but he has moved club, and it is a very big one in the championship, and it's Diakite. Now he's an absolute monster. Look at his stats: 78 pace, 79 dribbling, 71 passing. He's moved from QPR to Watford, so that's quite a big transfer, although it's not really going to make all that much of a difference in terms of the squads you can build, because obviously he hasn't moved leagues. Now the biggest player of this, well, transfer window, whatever you want to call, or this transfer batch, is going to be this guy, and it's Emnes. Now he has moved to Swansea in the BPL, and he is a very sought after striker. He has been for the last, I think, 3 FIFAs. Everyone loves using him, and now he's in the BPL, and you won't believe that, but this morning I went away and had a look on the market, and you can see here that I actually found one, got into a bidding war for him. He started off at 300 coins as a start price, got bidded all the way up to 10,000. I end up putting a 10,250 coin bid on him, and I end up taking him down. So I got the first Emnes on the market, because as you can see, I go away and have a quick search on the market to see if I can find, you know, any more Emneses in the for Swansea, and there are none. So I managed to get the first one. What I'll do is I'll do a live stream at 3 PM today, so come along and I'll do a squad builder with that transferred Emnes. I think that he'll probably be going for way more than 10,000 coins. I think I've made an absolute steal there. I think that he'll probably be worth about 40, 50k, or even more at the start. He'll probably end up dropping down to, you know, about 10k or less, but at the moment I think that he's worth well over like 30k. So keep an eye on the market. If you can pick one up cheap, I recommend that you do. Next up we have Siegrist. Now this guy actually already has an Aston Villa card. This is where his transfer has gone to. He was before at Burton Albion, but I think that he may have had this card right at the start of FIFA. It's ultra rare. I could only find one on the market. Foothead seems to have it on there already. As you can see, I've got the Aston Villa version of this card, but there were only one on the market, so he must be very, very rare. And it's interesting to see a new bronze goalkeeper coming into the BPL, or I don't know how you want to look at it. He's not new, but you know what I mean. Anyway, moving on to our next player, we have another player coming into the BPL. This guy looks kind of dangerous. It's Razak from the well, it's from the Russian league. He plays for Anzi Malala team, and he's actually moved to West Ham, so that's an interesting one. I think that next year he'll probably get an upgraded stats, and he'll probably be quite a dangerous player, that's for sure. You may want to go and try him out. He does have 75 pace as a centre attacking. That's pretty good considering he's bronze. Okay, next up we are going to be looking at a player that's moved to Galatasaray. He's moved from Borussia Dortmund, and it's the centre-back Gunter. And you can see there, he has actually very nice stats for a bronze centre-back. 67 pace, 59 defending, 68 heading. Those look pretty solid to me, and I think that he probably will also get a stat upgrade at the end of the season in FIFA 15. Well, if he continues to play for Galatasaray, I'm not sure if it's a loan deal or whether he's moved there permanently. Maybe you guys can let me know down in the comment section. Next up, and our final player of the day, is going to be Sam Johnston. He is moving from Yeovil Town and he is going to Manchester United. I thought it was interesting to put a Manchester United transfer player in there. You can see there he has good stats all round for a bronze goalkeeper with 68 diving and 71 reflexes. Maybe his positioning could just use a little bit higher, and also his handling, but overall he looks like a decent keeper. So there you go, guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Obviously if you could drop it a like, that would be absolutely amazing. Are there players in that list? Go and have a look at the list that aren't, or that should be in there that aren't. Maybe there's someone that hasn't got a transfer yet that should have done, and they've moved to their club and they're just not in that list and they haven't been transferred on the game. Let me know down in the comment section, but other than that, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I will see you all next time.